Hello and welcome to What's on the Tape, where I take tapes from 40 years ago that used to work on a ZX Spectrum and attempt to load and play them today. Okay, so this is this week's. Yes, it looks like just one tape. It is just one tape, but it's loaded with stuff. I've fast forwarded and rewound through the whole thing, and it is loaded with stuff. There's probably less on the B side, but there's definitely stuff on the A side, and it's properly a what is on the tape. We have no idea what's on here. The only thing we've got close to a bit of instruction is this, which is Mad Maze, which I've never heard of. I don't know about you, but I've never heard of Mad Maze. And that's it. A little bit of textbook paper from, there's the old margin when you had it at school. That's all we've got from there. And on the inside of here in this TDK tape there's nothing. It's just a mystery. We have a mystery tape on our hands. And the only thing we know is it's got games, etc. on it. That's it. That's all we know. 60 minutes to load, 30 minutes per side. So we're going to try and do the lot because we've definitely got 60 minutes worth or 30 minutes worth on this side, and I can hear a little bit on the B side, so we're going to give it a try. We're going to try and hit the whole lot this time round. So, without further ado, I'm going to get this into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so we'll go down to our favourite, which is basic, and load it, just in case. We'll see what load speech marks. Just in case it isn't a 128k game, we'll just give it a go straight away on 48k, because at least you know it's going to load. These are one of my favourite, though, types of tapes, I'll be honest, he says, as it doesn't appear at all. It's not a good start. It's not appearing at all on the screen. We can hear the noise, but we can't see it on the screen. But these are some of my favourite kind of tapes because these ones we literally have no idea what's on them. Sometimes we get a cue from the covers and the inlays. I'm going to move this to the other tape deck where it might be a bit louder. Let's give it a try now. I could do with it working. It would be nice if we could have a working one to begin with. But these are some of my favourites because of the fact that we just really, really have no idea what's actually on these. Somebody has not bothered to write anything down. They've just put stuff on there. It's like that mixtape with no clue about what's actually on there. It could be Spandau Ballet or Duran Duran or Culture Club or something like that. You just don't know. There's no idea what's on there. This is not very good though because we're not seeing anything. Come on. Let's turn the volume up just a touch. See if that helps. We'll see if we can get it to go and actually work. Come on. We don't. No. I don't like it. It's not working. This is very good. I haven't got a backup plan or anything, though. There's always a plan B. There's always a plan B. We've been here before this entire episode where I literally started again because we couldn't get to anything. This isn't very good, though. Let's fast forward and see if we can find something else on the tape. There's the loading screen. Let's see if we can see what... No, that's loading screen again. Thank God it's a very large tape. Let's have a little speed through here and see if we can see anything. It's very... We're not even getting anything there. I have cleaned the tape drive just in case that was the problem with it all. But we don't know. Oh, we got something. Stand back. Brace yourselves, we're back. Frogger. Well, I don't know which version of Frogger it is, but it is a Frogger, it says. So we found something. They're very short, though. I mean, I fast-forwarded there. They're very short. This could, for all I know, this is Cascade 50 in all its glory, and we're gonna get Frogger and the other games from Cascade 50. We could do. Anyway, I hope you've got a beverage, because I've got a very large one this time around, because I have a feeling this is going to take a while to get through all the things that are actually on this tape. So I've got a large beverage, a huge a sherbet fountain mug, which is kind of cool. I like my sherbet fountain. Oh, there you go. This feels very Cascade 50. Hang on, drinky. Oh, lovely. Right, okay, let's have a little look. So let's do a list first. Yes, there is some controls. I don't know if there's any controls there. Can we work out the controls yet? Frogger. Yeah, maybe it's handwritten. This could be one of those episodes where it's just nothing but people's handwritten code. Type-ins of old. Let's push run. Here we go. We're running. Frogger! That's actually quite cool. I quite like that, the way that appeared. All basic, obviously. There's the road. There's a car. There's a variation of... There's a frog at the bottom. Is it the cursor keys? Is it? Don't know if it's cursor keys. Cars are moving quite quickly. Let's press brake and see if I can work out the keys. And see if there must be some keys in here. Oh... yeah, now I've made it all wrong colour. Let's see if we can just do it by running it. Let's see if we can work out the keys just by running it. Hopefully somebody's just a QAOP and space kind of person. Or a QAOP and M kind of person. Let's just hope they're that. Oh, something happened. Was that Z? Ah. I found the keys along the bottom. So, yeah, Z and X. Oh, yep. M is forward. That's actually quite good. That's quite impressive, actually. I'm quite impressed by that. Do we get another go? Oh, that's it. It's kind of a bit finishy at that point. Let's run it again, and we'll cross the road again. We'll cross the road again. I'll see what happens when we get crashed into as well. That's not bad, actually. That's not a bad little program. I used to write lots of little programs as a kid. Just lots of little... It would be combination type-ins. And there we go. We're on the road. I'm kind of interested to see what happens when I get hit by a car. So we're going to find this car over here and see what happens. Do. And you get to start again there, but when you win, you win. One frog. And that's it. It's kind of a bit short, really. There's not a lot more to it, but I used to like type-ins as a kid. I used to have a lot from Sinclair User. I used to have the top sort of 20 games from Sinclair User to do that. I quite like that. That's nice. That's what I would call a reasonable start for what's on the tape. I have no idea whether or not these are just going to be all, type-in style games or whether they're going to be anything else. But there is lots on here. So we can cross our fingers and hope that there's some interesting stuff on here. King Kong. Also loading in a Wanna. Probably another basic program. I've never heard of I know who King Kong is. It was the climbed the Empire State Building, didn't he? When they took him from was it Skull Island that he came from? Skull Island. You know, there's big trouble when it's called Skull Island and the natives feed the somebody to him on a yearly basis. I'm not sure he actually killed those people, you know. Did he not just take them as companions or something similar? Let's have a quick list again. There's a bit of code there at the beginning. Those are the characters. Straws, characters. Let's have a look, see what else we can see in here. Inky. It is... Right. So S, X... C, X and C, C and whatever, and A. Right, I've got the keys anyway, so at least we know those. So let's do run. Right. It's drawing the building. Oh, it's this. It's not King Kong, it's Donkey Kong. There we go. Can I get this? I've got to avoid the barrels. I might be able to get up to the top of him here. How do I jump that? Splat, I died. How do you get up there then? How do you go across? There's another one where it just ends all of a sudden. I like it though. It's actually pretty good direct interface. When you're pushing the buttons, you don't feel like you're delayed in the sort of pushing and going up. Right, it seems. Can we walk through? No, you can't walk through the other side. I was hoping that would be the case. No, splat. So if the ladder doesn't appear in the right place, we've had it. That's the answer to this. You can't get to King Kong at the top if the ladder doesn't appear in the right place. So there's a little bit of a problem there with it. I mean, she plays really well. It's a nice little selection so far of games, etc. I like it. We actually have a chance here to get all the way to the top if I can avoid getting killed by any of these things. Yeah, we can do this. It doesn't go down ladders, I don't think. No, it doesn't. There we go. Oh, hello. They don't go down ladders, which is good. They're coming back this way. I should be able to get past them now. Go, go, go. No. Oh, this is a problematic position. We have a position, though. We're here. No, but we can't get to him because he can't get over the edge. So we'd have to bounce that last little thing at the top there. I kind of like that. That's kind of good. That was King Kong or Donkey Kong variation of. I like that. Let's see what's on next. This is going to be one of those episodes with lots of little things. Lots of little morsels. Bite-sized bits and pieces that have been typed away. Galaxian. Except probably not spelt correct. I think the Ian's wrong. Galaxian, though. Somebody writing all of the programs. Does anybody recognise them as type-ins that they played back in the day? I was so quick to load. Let's do a list on this and see what controls are. Let's see, we'll look for the in-key commands. In-key 1. Press 1 for a new game. 1. Or the in-keys. There must be some in-keys here somewhere. That's so short. Let's just run it and see what happens. Oh, that's fire. Right, okay, 1's fire. New game, press enter. We just got to delete, just got to kill that one Galaxian. Oh, I've missed him. It's got me. Enter. I actually still think it's pretty good. There we go, 1 point. If it gets to the bottom, though, we're dead. No, got me. It's pretty good, actually. I'm going to give... The interface is so slick. Normally, with a basic program, you get stuck with the controls and you can't move at all. In this, it actually feels really responsive. I'm kind of impressed by that. I kind of am. That's kind of pretty cool. That's really good. Galaxian. A singular one, though. A single Galaxian. He escaped from planet Galaxia on his own. I remember the arcade version being really, really good. I used to like Galaxians. I still play Galaxians, actually. Oh, and Invaders. Space Invaders. The Invaders themselves. I've got barely time to drink anything here. It's so exciting. Those things just keep appearing on the screen. Stop. Stop. Yeah. I'm trying to grab my coffee and try to stop the tape. Hang on. Oh, I love coffee. Right, okay, let's have a little list of the code here. Let's list it again. Let's see whether or not we can work out the controls. I'm going for some in-key commands. There was a 7 up there. I saw it earlier. That's so short. Run. 0 fire. Oh, it is fire. I've got fire. Fire's a weird position. They have landed. Run. So, run. So, I've upset it. Broke some commands there, but basically you could fire, but you can't see the fire button, which is a bit weird. That's kind of sad. Let's carry on. See what else we've got on here. These are kind of cool. I like these things. Games, etc. Oh, hang on. Oh, God. I got excited there. I'm so excited. I'm not even typing load it. It's kind of nice. That's the end of Invaders. At this rate, it's going to be Pac-Man. Good guess? Or not? Swarm. Sounds deadly. Somebody's tape is... This tape is crammed. crammed with somebody's type-ins. There was a whole episode once where we did where it was screenshots. Somebody had screenshots on there that they'd saved. Loads and loads and loads of screenshots. So they basically drawn a picture on the screen and then saved the screen, which is possible with the $screen command. You can save it as code, and then you can load it as as a $screen, and you can actually see it. And it's kind of cool, actually, be able to do those screenshots like that. I always kind of thought that was kind of a fun little thing that you could do. Right, let's do a little quick list on this one. See what we got here. Ooh, got lots of letters on the top of the screen there, and the let command. Let's see what else we got. You have been attacked by a giant swarm of mutant bees. Of course, use 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 0 to fire. That's what we want to hear. Run. Bees! Oh, that's so cool. All right, this person's learning as they go. That's quite impressive, actually. They haven't finished it, but look at how this has changed. Oh my goodness. Right. Hang on, I've got to move up and down. You've got to shoot it by splatting it there. Yeah, you shoot it by moving onto it. I've got one. Wow, what a difference! This is the coding ability of the person, assuming they're not using type-ins, is getting stronger and stronger with each individual iteration of these programs. And to be fair as well, the InKey and use of the fact that the InKey is so you can move freely without feeling particularly stuttered in any way really shows a fantastic sort of. Yeah, I'm impressed by the coding ability there with BASIC. It's coming up very nicely. That's pretty good, peoples. That is pretty good. Let's see what else we've got here. It's all getting quite exciting now. Everything seems to be getting better and better as they go along. I'm wondering what we'll get to by the time we get to the second side of this tape. Dotty or Doty. Dotty. No idea. This could be Pac-Man. Dots, I'm thinking here. A variation on Pac-Man. They actually say, by the way, one of the things is nowadays, so when you're learning to program games or you're using one of these more modern sort of coding devices, the thing to learn if you're going to practice is you should really, really, really look at existing games that you like and you personally like, and then just try and emulate it or clone it, just to practice, not to sell, obviously, or anything like that, but just for the practice, just try and make the game that you like most, and I think that's kind of good, but pretty hard if you like something like Skyrim, I guess, or Call of Duty. Might be a bit more difficult, but anyway. Oh, bucket of coffee. Let's do a quick list and see if we can work out the keys. I'm going to guess they're the same. Yeah, I can see that already. If in key, do this. It says a little if screen, blah, 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 do this. So I can see that it's 5, 6, 7, 8 again. So let's just run this. See what Dotty is. Okay, it's lots of dots. It's kind of cool. Oh, it's Pac-Man. It is Pac-Man, but in a very larger maze. End of game. Yeah, because I ran into him. Enter your name, please. That's me. Another run. No, you meant to say yes. Oh, right, run. Another run. You can just, to be fair, if you blink, you miss it with these things. This thing just tracks straight to me, it seems. The ghost goes straight to wherever your location is. That's how it's working. It's not bad. It's not bad sort of mechanism, though, it's running. It is actually tracking. That is such cool, simple sort of brain mechanics for it. I like it a lot. whoever did program these has pretty much hit the nail on the head. Oh goodness, he's coming at me. Yeah, they're pretty. Oh, you can get off me, Ghosty. That is very good. I hope these are their own creations, because this is very good. If anybody recognises them as something more commercial, please put it in the comments below. But I've not seen anything like it. But there are a lot of Spectrum games. This has been often sort of said that there are a lot of Spectrum games. I've said it many times on What's on the Tape, that there's so many of the blooming things. It's hard to there are things that have made it commercially that shouldn't make it commercially. A lot of the C-Tech games are blooming awful. Bimbo's Box. Okay, that's a title. Brace yourselves, people. I may have to blank the screen. Is it Bilbo's Box or Bimbo's Box? I'm a little bit worried. We're getting into some dodgy stuff here. That's the standard control keys by the looks of things. Okay, let's just run it and brace yourselves. No, it's just a box. Right, okay, that's fine. It's a three-dimensional box. Right. It's just a three-dimensional box being drawn on the screen, which is kind of cool. So this is a move towards vector graphics. Somebody trying to work out the vectoring of the whole thing. Me pushing keys changes the angles that we're looking at it. That is quite impressive, really. I'm not sure it's called a Bimbo Box, though. Or Bimbo's Box. There's a perspective drawn on there as well. So I don't know if it's quite right. Is it quite right? It feels a bit off. The math on that is just amazing. As I say, if this is somebody actually writing this themselves, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed indeed. As I say, the math there is is awesome. Let's see what we got next. Round dots. Random dots, I'm guessing this is. Let's just run it this time round. Yeah. Random dots. Sort of a fractal pattern going on. I remember when I first saw a fractal and I thought it was really cool. It's meant to be infinite is a fractal pattern. That's not a fractal pattern, but a fractal pattern is oh, they've changed it so the keys go make beeps. That's very nice. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I remember seeing those for the first time round and realising they were infinite in the way that they look, and they've got a sort of distinctive look, don't they? If you've seen fractal patterns, they're kind of cool. Then they turned them to those eye sort of things. Boulder Dash. But it's not a boulder, it's boulder. So you get boulder watching this. It's for bold men. Bold dashing. I don't know. Maybe. I didn't know what a Bimbo Box was until just a moment ago. Oh, this is a big one. This is a big loader. I'm impressed with the style of this. I'm impressed these are getting bigger and more impressive as they go along. There is such a lot of learning that's obviously taking place in this moment in time for this particular person. They probably work in the IT industry nowadays. I'd like to say that's that they probably love the job. Do you want instructions? Yes. This is a hunting game. Hunting ground is 18 by 30. The quarry is invisible. Each turn, the quarry makes a secret move. This move does not change during a particular hunt. The move can be up to 6 spaces to the spaces or right. Okay. Pressing the key for more instructions. Any key, right? Okay. Each turn consists of an invitation for you to enter the estimated position of the quarry. An arrow will appear on your specific square indicating the direction of the quarry. The quarry will move. Ooh, so it's all about shooting things. You've start each turn. You will have the opportunity to review the hunt so far. This is done by entering 0 down the coordinates is called for. The down coordinates is called for. You start the review at any previous move, and you will have limited reviews, 20 moves in any one hunt, 20 reviews may be taken at once. Right, okay. Difficulty of the game. Let's do 1, so that I'm not too hard here. Okay. 0 for review. Review. Let's do 0. You have 0 moves, right, okay. So let's fire at... first, input the first number to review. 1. Oh, something's not right here. Do we want instructions? No. Let's just play. Okay. Let's put 1. Let's just attack. Let's do down 1 across 9. Quarry is further down. Right, okay. Let's do 6 4. I've moved to that kind of direction, so I was kind of on the right way. So if I do 7 8. 7 8. Oh, further down. 0. 0. Oh, no, don't want to do that. How do I do a 0 move, though? No, there's something... It's not quite right, but I can kind of get what they're going to. Let's continue on, see what else is on here. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. That's somebody creating some kind of different kind of game. It's not quite Boulder Dash, though. I wouldn't have called it Boulder Dash. Squares. I'm going to guess the squares on this one. Yeah, I'm going to go with squares, people. There are some squares being drawn. I quite like it. It's like a square pattern. This is not what I was expecting for this week's What's on the Tape. It kind of sidetracks the usual rubbish that I talk about during all these things when we've got things like that. It's kind of cool. I assume it's going to keep going until the whole screen goes all gets covered completely. Yeah, it's kind of cool. A very cool looking pattern. I like it. Sort of like creating flowers in the centre there as well, isn't it? Sort of like a flowery pattern. Anyway, let's press break. Let's continue on. Let's see what else we got on here. This is quite cool. I like this. These are somebody's home sort of type-ins, as I say. These are the kind of games that you created with your, you got them from the magazine, and you type them in, and you busily, and then you built a, for instance, in 2000 AD, that you could have, there was type-ins for making Judge Dredd's face. I mean, how awesome is that? Who wouldn't want Judge Dredd on the ZX Spectrum? I mean, it was a great game as well, by the way, on the from Melbourne House with the sort of white cover and the. I'm sure it said something. There's something about sort of your move kind of punk type thing going on with it. Usual sort of stuff. Snake. I'm going to guess the keys. I'm not even going to do. I'm going to even do it. Up, down, left, right. Yeah, those are the ones. You must avoid the rocks. Collect the food. By Sam Goodwin. We finally find out the name of our hero here. This is so smooth. I've hit you have crashed. Yes. That is so smooth. Again, another basic program. Amazingly smooth. I'm you know what I'm more impressed with? Is how smooth these games are running. If Sam went on to make computer games, I'm very impressed, Sam. You've impressed me. I don't know how old you were when you wrote these, but they are quite a feat of programming prowess. I used to write games, and I don't remember writing them as well as this. Especially as such great input with the BASIC. Because BASIC is notoriously horrible for sort of the input lags and things like that. Not to say there's bad games, because CRL used to make quite a lot of games like this, or used to be release a lot of games like this. I don't think they particularly made them themselves. We are getting very large. Normally you have to get larger by eating these things. And this should be on a Nokia, shouldn't it? Maybe Sam Goodwin went on to make Snake for the Nokia. This is it. This is the original game, and it was made, and Sam made it, and went put it onto to the Nokia phone. Wouldn't that be great if that was the case? Everybody's now googling, aren't you? You're all typing away, going, did Sam Goodwin make Snake for Nokia? Oh, I've got past. I am a machine. I can't believe I'm still alive. Very impressive, though. Oh, crashed into the top. That was interesting. There's a little gap at the top you could go into, but you couldn't do anything in there. That's fine. I've crashed. Let's press the escape key. Oh. Yeah, broke the program. That was very cool. Yeah, that was good. Snake game. The old Snake one on your Nokia phone, the one that probably still works to this day, even though it shouldn't. Good music. I'm liking it. It's gonna be good music. He's probably into something awesome. No idea what Sam's music choice is gonna be like. I'm gonna assume it's Sam. Let's see if we can list this and see if there's anything there. There's gonna be a lot of beeping going on, peoples. Let's have some good music. Let's run this thing. Do do do. It's the entertainer. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh. It's a classic of the time, you know. It's that and the Death March and quite a few others that just were on everything. You know, the Entertain was always there. On the Amiga, it was the Popcorn tune. Yeah, I'm sure you'll remember it, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, it ran the whole tune, and was 50. It was okay for 50, line 50. There we go. Ooh. Guzzling down this coffee, I'm loving it. I've got like a bucket of coffee. It's got to be the bucket of the stuff. I didn't even have anything particularly planned to speak about this week, so it's actually quite nice that Sam's kept us busy with lots and lots of loading. Subby. No idea what this is. He's managed to make that cool with the loading, though. That's inverted for some reason. I don't even know how he's done that. This guy's got some talent. It's a longer load. Can you imagine if you came back and, and these obviously tapes have been traded over the years. I get these from people who sort of have these tapes and they tend to be sold as blank because of the contents, obviously. There's lots of stuff here like that. Oh, Submarine Attack user graphics. Okay, let's do it. And there it is being loaded on somebody's computer many years later. It's kind of cool. What? I don't know what I'm doing here. Lost fuel. I don't know what's going on. That's moving up with a Z. With a. Mm-hmm. I think I'm meant to be submarining attacking. There's missing graphics here. Somebody started this and not finished it. It's again one of those games which is incomplete in its nature. But that's okay. We can see that there's something being formed here. Obviously wasn't something they fancied. So we move on and we see what else they put on here. Because there is just so much stuff. It's just amazing. I'm going to look at the tape now. We have barely scratched the surface, people. We have barely scratched the surface. We're about a third of the way in. The third of the way in, and we've barely seen all of the things that somebody's created on here. This is kind of cool. What else have we got? Tree and tune. A tune tree. A tree tune. Something like that. Yeah, we barely scratched the surface. I felt like this was going to be that kind of thing. You know, we've barely got into the nitty-gritty of it all. I'm hoping that as we go on, though, they get longer and longer and bigger, the loads. They certainly seem to be feeling that. I feel that one actually loaded straight up. This one's loaded straight up. So it's going to draw the tree. Wow. It's filling in the thing with a routine look that runs it into there. Yep, in there next. Okay. Filled that bit. Fill those bits. Now fill these bits. Yep. It'll be obviously Christmas, I would suspect. And that bit. Do we got a tune? Do you like the Christmas tree decorated, undecorated, or decorated? I'm going to go with D for decorated, people. I kind of like it. I mean, seriously, that's kind of cool. Somebody went to a lot of effort there. And there we go. And then ran out of data space. Even better. No data space to provide more. Christmas trees have came round again. It's already Christmas, people. It's only February and it's Christmas. It's 1st of February and it's Christmas already. Bombs away. Chocks away. Oh dear me. These are great stuff. Honestly, I do hope this person turned up to be somebody who was quite an accomplished programmer ultimately. We're now actually getting straight into loading the games now, which is more impressive. F to drop bombs. Right, drop F bombs maybe. Right, okay. Enter. I know what this is. This is one of my... I like this. I played City Bomber not that long ago, and you basically drop bombs on it, and hopefully you don't destroy yourself and the city at the same time. Oh god, this is going to be tough. Yeah, as you go across, you have to drop bombs to make sure that... Oh god. Yeah, because every run you get lower and lower. I'm not sure that dropping one brick at a time is very good. It's gonna get very. I like the colours though. It's very bright. Yeah, I think we're on a way to possibly not surviving this. I don't know why it's changed colour of the plane, but we've got lower and we've changed the colour of the plane. Okay, there's a different sound as the plane is dropping. It's all right. Again, another a pretty standard game that there was often a type in this particular one. I kind of like it, but they released it as actual games. City Bomber being the one that comes to my mind, and I liked it. I like City Bomber. I always quite liked this. I always thought it was a very doable game with the simplicity of just dropping bombs on things until they sort of disappear. Again, in this case though, there's a good chance that I am not going to survive because it's likely that I'm not going to be able to drop all these buildings before we need to, which is a shame. Normally, though, it kind of drops more than one part at a time. This kind of makes it almost impossible to clear through. I've sort of kind of got the sizing here now. There we go. I've kind of got it, but I don't think it's going to be enough to destroy it. And also idiotically there, I did not go to the trouble of. Oh, hang on! I found a cheat. You can keep tapping the button if you can hold it quick enough. If you tap it fast enough, it kind of, and they're close enough to you, you can make it drop flipping loads of bombs. Oh, there's a cheat in here. I found the cheat. There's a cheat in here. We have the cheat code. Except I'm missing it because I'm missing the point. But we've managed to flatten most of it by using the specialised cheat code. See what I mean? Oh no, I missed it! I think we're going to crash into it in one more thing. Oh, we've blown it to pieces. Kingdom Come there. We've almost got it. We've almost got it. It's kind of tap it several times. The game kind of overreacts on the... Yeah, we actually... This is doable now. Because the in key must be in such a way that you can tap it enough times to push the button again. We might actually do this. Yep, we're done. We've won. I actually thought we were going to lose that, and we've actually won. I don't know what happens whenever you actually... I've never actually landed it before. This is probably the first time in my entire life that I've actually got to the point where we're landing it. I don't know why it's filling the whole screen, but it's kind of cool. I'm alright. I'm alright with that. On bottom floor. Stand by for takeoff. Got maximum score. Nice, cool. Drop the F-bombs. I like it. 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 Let's go on. Let's see what else there is. That's a kind of cool game. Always liked that one when that was a typeable one. Let's see what we got next. Interest. This could be... Well, this is where we get into business programs. Enter the amount concerned. Let's put in a whole £20. What percentage per annum? 1. How many years and months? It's a mortgage calculator. Let's say it's over 60 months. Okay. How many years and then months? Years 6. Settlement period in 3 months. There's your calculation of interest. See, there's your interest. So after 20 months or whatever it is, or 20 years, you have to pay £21 and 10p back. Very useful. It's going for the whole 60-month period, or 60-year period, I think it is. I don't know how many months it is. I give up. There's the interest going up. All compound interest. Fantastic. Very useful. Somebody was obviously working out their mortgage with this. Can I do a mortgage calculator? There's a mortgage calculator on the spectrum. Always useful on business applications. Bricks. Bricks for walls. Maybe it's a version of the old breakout through the wall. Arachnoid. It is! Sort of. I think. No, I've got to collect bricks. Hang on. Can't move. Brick. List. What keys to move? Let's look for the in key command, people. There's no in key command that I can see. Move right. Move left. What's the keys? Am I seeing any in key commands? I can't see any. I maybe missed it. In key 0 and 1. Ah, that'll work. Okay, run. So we've got to collect bricks. Hey, I collected a brick. 1 point. It's probably a bit overexcited for one brick, but we are collecting bricks. We're like an apprentice on the like a brick 5. We're like an apprentice collecting bricks. It's our first day as a labourer. It's how that's how they provide the bricks to you. They drop them from a gigantic height. It's a rite of passage for many labourers to have bricks thrown at them as part of the process. Here we go. Look at that. I think one of my first labouring jobs, just out of interest, because I did a little bit of labouring when I was a younger man, much younger man. Did a little bit of extra cash labouring thing. My first jobs was up on a 3-story building where I was taking bricks up and down ladders. It was. I'll be honest. What have I done here? Come on, delete. I've kind of moved. Oh God, what am I doing? I can't even be bothered to work it out. Yeah, and he used to take the bricks up and down the edge of the building. So there you go. Something very interesting as an aside there about labouring. So I kind of understand where the hoying the bricks at people comes from. Sort of. Screen Des. I'm trying. Do you know when the titles keep appearing, I'm kind of saying to myself, now what could this be? What could be Screen Des? What could be a Screen Des? Nope, no idea. It's way before the time that people think used to call your screen the desktop. Stop the tape and press any key. Oh, this is actually screen designed by somebody else. So this actually is somebody else's, look. By Microl. Cursor keys, delete key as usual, symbol shift and whatever else it is to stop. What the heck? So what exactly are you doing with this? It's just filling the screen. Yeah, I'm not impressed by that. What the heck is that? It's like a screen creator. Okay. Here. Let's move on. That one looked more commercial to me. I've never heard of them before, but it sounded more commercial. Workbox. Right. Is a toolbox of tools. The toolage is required for the working of it. What's the name of that thing years ago with Tim Allen in it? Was as Tim the Tool Man? Remember that? Maybe this is the name of the guy who made this. Maybe this is where we are. This program assumes that you are fairly familiar with the concept of user-defined graphics. See the manual. Right, okay. So this is for making graphics. So you need to move around and you make it in the box, and you need to understand the keys. I M K. Yeah, so basically you can make. Yeah, you're basically making. So this is the gist of making graphics on the Spectrum. So in a small space. So if we were trying to make, if you're making a small, say. I'm going to try and see if I can make it here, if I can work it out in my head. Yeah, let's do that. If you were making a small... Let's see, Pac-Man style thing or something similar. I'm trying to make a Pac-Man here, by the way. People might come out a bit rubbish. But... yeah, you get the general gist. You know, if I can move up here... Up, blooming keys are really weird, but you get the general gist. It's basically you're making a Pac-Man. You know, I'm making a Pac-Man clone here. So there's a variation of his. There's his mouth apparently. not very good. And then maybe like that. 7. Yeah, you get the general gist. Sort of a Pac-Man face. Yeah, that's what it's for. And I guess you'll be able to save the outputs from that as commands or something similar that you can load into your games. It kind of makes sense. I like there's a copyright on this. I think we're now entered that phase where we may be getting some commercial softwares here. Maybe they all were, and they were just saved by the person. Puffball. When I think of puffballs, I think of those fungus that when you hit them, they puff their spores into the air. I don't think I've seen any of them in years, you know. Can't remember where I saw them in the first place, to be honest with you. In fields, obviously, you know, but I can't, and woods and things. I don't think I've seen any for years. Stop the tape. Micro lol. This honestly feels like somebody else. 9-digit puffballs have been escaped from the bioengineering laboratory. 9 digital puffballs, right? You must destroy them. Okay, here's the buttons. Choose difficulty 1. Time units available 900. Am I meant to just hit them or something? Oh, wrong order. Do. Out of sequence. Try again. Yes. I think this must be his actual name of his company at this point. Don't know. I don't recognise it though. Does anybody recognise it as a brand? 4. 5. I'm guessing if I crash into myself, I'm in trouble. So we'll do this. And go round here. As long as I don't have to go back to where I started from, we're okay, I think. I'm about to seal myself in. So let's hope that we don't need to exit anywhere particularly. Do. Press the key to go on. You've got a good score. Score on and carry on. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. They are improving in size and quality in the sense that there's tools now being created at this point. Feels like evolution, this, doesn't it? It's, you know, Robo Run. The run of the Robo. Yeah, there feels like an evolution going on here with these games. Slowly and progressively getting more and more impressive as they go along. I like it. I like it a lot. I think we're growing here with the person involved. He's probably a billionaire now. He's probably works at Microsoft. Robo-Run consists of 3 courses. A is the easiest, and C is the hardest. Obviously, B is in between. The robot is situated at the lower left of the screen. Lower left, yeah, the screen. Moving to the right. Just get the robot to the top of the screen, i.e. out of the maze, and win. To alter the direction of the person, yeah, uses the usual keys. Course A, please. Don't forget, it's electrified, so don't bump into it. Okay. Okay. So you basically, there's your robot. And it's electrified. That's kind of cool. Jumping Jack is what I'm thinking of here. Oh. That wasn't a good start. We electrified a robot. Like another try. Yes, please. I think we can do this. It moves automatically by itself. Again, the controls are pretty blooming good. Pretty responsive. Kind of like it. Yep, liking it. And not bad. Or another course. Let's put in B. Enter. C. Course. Course B, please. Let's have a look at B. Ooh. It's just got a bit smaller, basically. Oh, wow. It's not just smaller. It's significantly more complex. I kind of like it. Oh, God. And down, down, all the way down. And we're up. Do we win by just hitting the top? We do. Wow, getting better. Should we try another course? Should we try course C? Let's try course C. That's kind of cool. Course C is going to be a monster, isn't it? It's going to be up, down, left, right. Yeah, it's all over the place. Oh, I kind of like this. It's obviously randomised. It kind of, yeah, it plays quite well. There's serious potential in this one. Ah, zapped in the ghoulies. Let us go on and see what else we got. Cattle prodded to death. Let's see what else is here. This is cool. We're doing nicely here. We're doing nicely. We've got some good stuff so far. Shootout. It's either guns or football. One of the two. Could be football. Could be either. We had Wild West this week. Was it this week or last week? I think it was this week. There was this week or last week. One of the two, anyway. No, it was this week. It was this week. We had Wild West on the channel. It's really quite good. A Robotron style clone. Oh, it's Shootout from, as in the Atari 2600 version of the game. Another game? Yes. Oh, did I say no? I thought I said yes. No instructions. Yeah, basically it's exactly what I've just said it is. You have to shoot each other. The one who hits the other wins. Simple as that. Let's move on. Did very badly there. Didn't see the keys. Let's keep going. Let's see what we've got. It's very exciting. It's a big tape, this one. Space Belt. Like the Foundation or the Expanse, maybe. Bit of spacer action. It's not like Space Jam. It hasn't got the Looney Tunes in it. And Michael Jordan. What is your name? It is Demon. The Demon. What's level of hardness? 1. Oh. It's appearing on the screen. Oh, hang on. Am I meant to be moving? I am. I am moving to avoid the space belt. So I'm at the top of the screen. I'm trying to avoid the rocks flying through it. Amazing part about this is a few weeks ago, if you haven't seen it, go look around the channel. There's a Knight Rider episode recently. And so amazingly, this is actually better than Knight Rider, which was produced by supposedly a equivalent of AAA company back in the day. So yeah, Knight Rider. This is probably better than Knight Rider ever was. You scored. You had. I was meant to shoot something apparently. No idea what I was meant to shoot. Some of those weapons. But yeah, that was better than Knight Rider. So yeah, you can watch any of my episodes in any order you like, people. There's no particularly good order or bad order. Just pick one up, play it, and watch it. You can those sort of old and new to the channel. New to the channel, you know you can do that. You can have a look at anything. So does the old people to the channel. You can just have a little look. Here's Mad Maze. This is the one that was in the inlay when we were looking at it before. So we've went all this way to Mad Maze. And for some reason they wrote instructions for Mad Maze. Which is OP... something for 360 and space. This could be interesting. I don't know what Mad Maze is, but we're getting there. We're starting to see, you know, some of the bits and pieces here. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, feel free to have a little look around. There's loads there. There's lots of retro stuff. There's lots of what's on the tape. If you come here and spotted this and quite enjoyed the randomness of the load here, then that's pretty common. It's pretty common. Ooh, right. What's forward? Space is forward. That's cool. That is cool. These things are pretty smart, actually. So it's create a maze. I guess find your way out of it.
Again, created in BASIC. Very impressive. You've got to give the people credit for this, but back in the day as well, you know, your PC nowadays, I mean, if you had MS-DOS back in the day, or other DOSes, there actually usually came with something called QBasic. So there was still that you could create basic things, and you could actually create BASIC on the computer. It was built in. It was a simplistic language like the Spectrum had. You had it built in. It was there by default. Nowadays, it's not there by default, and I think there's a creativity gap here that happens. You have to be interested to learn it. Whereas when we were forced to have it, or you started your machine like we do on the Spectrum here, in the mode of BASIC, it became second nature to try and learn to do things with it. We'd put pokes in so that we could get infinite lives on games. We would change various bits and pieces. Do you know? I remember tapping the break key multiple times on something to see whether or not I could get to the loading parts of it all, so that I could add something into it. It was very, very cool. Right, this has got a lot of funny keys. Y, J. As screenwriter. Right, okay, let's just go with, I don't know what ink 1 is. Paper 5, border 4, 7, 0. Yeah, this is just it's Etch-a-Sketch time. We are drawing Etch-a-Sketch type stuff. No. Yeah, you're drawing across the level like this, and we're drawing things, and we're going back like this and doing, yeah, it basic. It's a thing for drawing pictures on your screen. It's cool. It works. It does what it's meant to do. Actually, I mean, it's not very exciting, but yeah, I think we've kind of missed a trick. You know, the learning how to program early on is kind of a key skill, I still think, and I'm not talking about using some program to do it for you. I think knowing how it works in the first place is going to be much more useful than having something else do it for you. I guess this is calculators, though. Everybody has a calculator on them nowadays. Nobody ever did. People used to have to add and subtract things. I still believe in adding and subtracting and in my head. I think it's quite an important skill. I try and do a bit of math, and I can almost try and do math every single day because it keeps my brain active. When you get old, you need to keep your brain active. Spectrum Chase, level 1. Whoa, hello. Oh, he's chasing me. He got me. I'm level 2 now. Level 2. Yeah, it's chasing time. It's got me. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's a bit of a chasey game. Kind of like that. Kind of simple. So a little spectrum chasing game. Games are changing again. We got a little bit lighter here on the overall thing. There's a lot on here though. There's a lot to go through. Angry Tanker. That's not how it's spelled angry, but Argy Tanker. Argy Tanker. Argy Tanker. It's a pirate tanker. To go with the pirates. If you can see, I'm still getting over my cold. Just a little bit. Still getting over it. Right, we've got some buttons here. Can you destroy the Argentine? Oh, it's an RG tanker. So this is a very 80s game. This is when the Britain and the Argentinians went to war over the Falkland Islands. So yeah, this is very, very British indeed. So can we destroy the Argentinian ships with British subs? M's fire Z. Right, okay, we'll try that. If this program will not run, break and type let continue. Okay. It's a little bit worrying it has code for working it, but we'll give it a try. Press any key. Oh, that's kind of cool. I've not got the timing here, so I'm the sub on the bottom. Oh, I've just missed it. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Oh, too soon. Too soon. Yeah! Oh, destroyed so well as well. Missed it again. Yes! That's actually really cool, you know. I mean, it's obviously pretty simplistic because you just make sure you fire at the right time, and I'm rubbish at that, but that is pretty cool. I like the explosion. The explosion's awesome. If there was some jeopardy in it, it would actually be cool. You know, if they were like bombing as well, and then the water's being drained out. Game over. And the game over is awesome. Wow. That's really good. Yeah, the first one's going to be a... Yep. Yes, got one. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. What do you think? That was quite amazing. I quite like that one. I kind of like the way it worked. The whole thing seemed quite good. It'd be nice if the boats went backwards and forwards. So there was things to adapt on that one. Connect 4. This is, Connect 4. So this is the original sort of game where you used to put the chips in as you went along. Nowadays it's really sort of cheap and nasty and thin plastic. Whereas back in the day they were solid chunky chips of plastic that you used to put into the whole thing. But yeah. Choose a column. I've seen this before, this game. And yeah, it didn't even make him circular. They didn't even make him circular. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm going to put it on column 2. I'm going to just keep putting everybody's on column their column until one wins. So basically, you have to connect 4 across the screen if you've not played Connect 4 before. Don't know many people who haven't played Connect 4 though. And we're going to get a winner. Connect 4. Player 1 wins game. Another game spelt wrongly. No. End statement. Love it. I love a bit of end statement. I love the way it's just left you in the program just to do what you feel like. I used to like them as well, where you get them from as I mentioned Cascade 50 earlier. Cascade 50 was one of the games that was sold out to everybody, and it came with a digital watch. So loads of people bought it because it was £7.99, and you got a free sort of Casio watch with it. That's what you got. And also it claimed to give you 50 games. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, you crashed into the wall. Right, okay. This is the one where you drop down the thing. Right, let's make it 15 wide. And then I guess I move left and right. Yeah, I move left and right somehow. I'm not sure what the keys are for that. Basically, it scrolls down screen. You move left and right. You avoid hitting the walls. Again, probably better than Knight Rider. You got Cascade 50, and you got these things, and they were just all basic programs. So they were almost literally ported to each other by being the same basic program from the BBC to the Amstrad CPC to the Spectrum to the Commodore 64, and you bought this and you got Cascade 50, and everybody has this real hatred of the whole thing. I never hated it. I loved it because I got 50 games which were sometimes semi-based in the arcade. There was a very good Frogger game on it from memory. I mean, the interaction with the in keys weren't as good as the ones on here, but they were there. So you could re-edit the graphics, which as I used to do, and then you can resave the games. And there are actually different versions of this. You won't believe this, but there are actually different versions that you can load. So there are slightly different ones as you go along. Niners short game, please. I'm a duffer. Yeah, definitely. It was for me. It was kind of worth it. It was worth playing the games. I quite enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. There's our course across there. Okay. I'm not sure how I do this. What direction? Direction 5. Strength 50? Right, well, no idea about the directions. Direction 2? Strength 200? Yeah, anyway. It's a golf simulator that's not got golf really involved in it. Let's break it. I'm not having any more of that. Let's carry on. But as I said, it was great because you could edit anything you liked in it. And because you were editing it, you were learning at the same time. So you were learning how to hack a program apart and change it in a way that might teach you something in the future. I've got some more tunes here. It's probably the Entertainer again. Do 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 do. Michael row the boat home? Not really sure. Somebody tell me in the comments. Yeah, I think we got a little bit of hymns going on here. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Thank you. Let's continue on. We've done that one. We don't need more tunes like that. I do like the fact that this seems to be a collection of learning from. I mean, I called it before I can't remember his name. Was it Sam Goodwin? But I don't think this is Sam Goodwin. I think this. If it is Sam Goodwin, he hasn't been doing enough changes. Snake 2. It's like the return. It's like. Yeah, we go. I've crashed into the wall. Why is Snake 2? Oh right, I can see the difference here. So Snake 2 is now doing it where you eat the things, and you will increase by the size of the thing you eat. So if I eat that, it should increase by 7. This next one increases me by 9. So there's some adaptations to the way that the game plays. So this will increase by 9. Now when I eat this, will increase by 7. And then this one by 9. And then by 8. And so on and so forth. I kind of like it. I think that there's a growth here in the way that the program's working. I get the change in the way that it works. Very good. They just feel a little. None of them feel finished. They feel like good tests and learning things, which is exactly how they should be. I don't think I ever finished a program I wrote back in the day. I mean, I used to finish the type-ins because obviously they were complete, but things that I were writing personally, I think they're just a selection of projects somewhere, probably destroyed at this point in time, a selection of projects that I had back in the day that never really got completed, unfortunately. I think that's where they are nowadays. There we go, that one. And I'm about to do something very stupid. Get myself trapped in here, probably. Nope. Cracked into the wall. That was good. Like that one. That was definitely an improvement over the other thing. Did anybody else write any programs back in the day that they sort of, lots of bits and pieces that they sort of improvements could have been made, but they had a tape full of them a bit like this? I'm waiting. In the comments, please. But I can't answer. I think I answered a question the other day. Somebody answered it in the comments, and I'm really pleased about that. But I couldn't answer at the time. We can't hear you. I'm very sorry. No, there's so many weird and wonderful things that have actually appeared on this little list here. So many variations of games. I didn't realise Snake was this old though. Where did Snake start from? Was it in the arcade? I have no idea. Is the answer to that? It appeared somewhere. I mean, obviously this is way before Nokia phones, but it was somewhere. It must have been arcade. There must have been a version on the arcade. I have no idea. I have no idea at all. I feel a bit stupid not knowing where Snake came from. And I mean, I know about Space Invaders and I know about Centipede, but I don't know why that's there. The object of this exercise is to return the grid back to its original numerical neatness. A score is kept to your moves. Right. Okay. I feel this is going to be bad. Difficulty to start with. 1. Okay, numerical neatness. Is this like a variation of Sudoku or something like that? Number you wish to move. 5. No, number I wish to move. 5. Indicate move by using cursor keys. Down. I don't know what's going on here. I can't. Oh, it's just one of them slotty ones. So I there's too many 5s now. I don't understand. That's not working properly. There's spaces there that aren't space. Yeah, okay. Goodbye. Until next time. Goodbye. Goodbye, people. Yeah, move on. Next one. Let's have a little look. There's so much on here. So much on here. Where are we? Oh, my God. We're going to be here all night. We're going to be here all night. You just strap in and enjoy. We're gonna go for it. We'll see what else we've got here. What's this? What have we got now? Gulpman. Well, that's actually Gulpman. If that is Gulpman. Yeah, there's some code here. Right, okay, so Gulpman is actually a game. So we're now into real sort of games. So Gulpman is basically a Pac-Man clone, if this one's appeared correctly. This is a weird conglomeration of basic games and other bits and pieces. This is quite interesting to see. So I think now we might be into some proper games, possibly. Don't know. But Gulpman is definitely one of those games that's a game, if that makes sense. Variation of Pac-Man, basically. Yeah, there we go. That is a proper one. That's Campbell Systems, so that is definitely that's a real thing. What are the keys? To select the mazes. Yeah, because you can choose different mazes. Have fun. M for maze. A, B. Yeah, you can choose the mazes look like that. P to play. And and then laser. Laser and live. So there I am in the middle. And basically I have to clear the maze the usual way, like Pac-Man does. Chomp, 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 chomp. And around we go. Chomp, 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 chomp. And then if we really want to, we can fire a laser. We have lasers to kill the Gulpman creatures, so we can do this. Bloop, bloop. We get him with the laser. Bloop, bloop. It's got kind of a firing range like, oh, God. It's got a firing range a bit like Bomberman, if that makes sense. The way the bombs sort of explode. Anyway, and then we clear the maze, and then you just go on to another maze, and that's it. It's Gulpman. That was probably an extra life there. Fired my laser at him. Poor creature. All he wants to do is eat a Gulpman. And there I am shooting with my lasers. Let's go around this one. Yay! Laser-eating creatures. If you time it right, you can get like 2 at the same time. There's more points for me, more lives. Yes. Bloop, bloop. Yeah, shoot him with a laser. That's it, really. Gulpman. Eat these things. Move around. I've got a copy of it somewhere. I think it came with one of those covers where you get the title screen on the or a picture from the screenshot from the game on the front cover. Bit of brightly coloured sort of 80s style loveliness in the colouring around the rest of it, and that's it basically. That's all there is to it. Gulpy man. Oh, we're gulping away. And there's nothing more to see there, really. Can't even break out of it because it's literally a proper full game at this point. Let's see what else is on here. We're now starting to get into some of the interesting sort of games that we may know, that we may have come across in the past. Let's give this a try, see what else we've got. This could be a very long episode, so strap in. It's about time that we all had a long episode. That's a great title, Suicide. Yes. Not sure what it's about, but I'm assuming there's some suicide in it, maybe. I don't know. It's probably some bomber game of some sort. Maybe. But yeah, it's do you know, the one thing I love about What's the Tape is spending time with the Spectrum in its own right. You know, spending time with it. I remember my friend, he got his Spectrum, it was second hand. It's quite exciting because it was second hand, and he had many a special tape from the person that had bought it from. So I had my Spectrum in 1983 rather than 1982 when they first came out. That's when I got mine. But he got his, I think, a little bit after that, and it was amazing because he had so many things with it. Because he got the 48 plus, you know, the 48K plus with the plasticated keyboard. It looks like this is a version of Frogger. Controls left, right. This also looks like the version that came of Cascade 50. It is the version from Cascade 50, but it was never called Suicide. However, somebody has massively updated the controls. That's worse, because it's actually fast and usable. So do you know what I was saying about Cascade 50 earlier? This is actually the Frogger from that. Except now we're no longer a frog, we're a little man. And the controls have been massively updated. That is very cool. Yeah, don't jump on its mouth, jumping it on its back. Oh my goodness, he's very fast now as well. This is it. This is the Cascade 50 version. So altered, as I said before, in a way that we can use. Don't think we're losing any lives. Oh, we are. She's got loads of lives. I'm not going to get anybody home on this. Especially as you can't go back. You can only go forward. That's very cool. So somebody's taken the Cascade 50 version, which is less responsive, and massively improved the responsive, how responsive the controls are. I mean, it's very impressive, though. I mean, you've got to remember, again, you know, we can say what you like about Cascade 50. I don't think I can jump. Why can't I jump on the crocodiles? Or do I swim? Oh, I swim, don't I? I forgot. I swim. I got to avoid the boats. Sugar, I moved too far. So yeah, you swim across the river. You don't actually go on the back of the creatures like you do in proper Frogger. That's pretty cool, peoples. I like that. I like that somebody's actually sort of changed the code there and made it fresh and new and made it work. Yeah, very good indeed. Very good indeed. We've got so much more on here to look at. So much more. Boxes. Might have some boxes in it. Some large cardboard boxes. I've no idea what it is. There's obviously a mixture of Cascade 50 stuff on here. And as I said before, different versions of the game. Very much a different game. Welcome to Computer Surround. This game, you play points staying alive by moving over the play area. Okay. Enter to continue. QOP. Easy, isn't it? Right. First level 1. Right, what am I trying to do? Avoid the boxes, I think. There's the exit right there. Let us run to the exit. Run, little man, run! I ran into a box and blew up. Would you like to play again? I really would, because I quite enjoyed that in a strange sort of way. I ran straight into that box. Rubbish. Yeah, I'm going to have another go. That was quite good, actually. I remember writing a game very similar to this. So basically, when you move, there we go. 1982, SD Burnwood, 1982. That's kind of cool. He's going down on there. I wrote a game very similar. Every time you moved, boulders appeared on the level. They wouldn't appear on you, but they would appear on the level. And you had to get from one side to the other and exit, and then it would start again, and more boulders would appear. So basically it would start dropping onto the level as you walked across it. It was kind of cool. I quite liked it. It was quite a good game. So this is definitely... So that Sam Goodwin that we had before that I was saying, well, this is probably the guy who did it. It's not. What these look like is they look like they've been loaded onto the Spectrum, then saved again. Centipede. This is Stephen Burnwood again. So level the input 2. Z and M. Left and right. Gobble the grubs. Press any key to continue. Oh, yay. Yeah, it's basically fall down the road and avoid the things left and right. I kind of like these ones. Gobble the grubs. Gobble the grubs. I've eaten another grub. I'm hungry. There we go. Another game that's already better than Knight Rider. You see a theme forming here. That poor game, Knight Rider, was dreadful, wasn't it? It really was. Can't believe how bad that was. Well, I can actually. There are a lot of games that are a little bit too experimental. Now, that's a polite way of saying not very good. There's some games that were far too experimental for their own good. I used to love a game like this, though. This I remember getting one of these in Your Sinclair and typing it in, enjoying the sort of continual road sort of movement as it goes. It's kind of quite a cool one. It uses the scrolling, and as you go. What it really should do, though, is as it goes, it should reduce in size. So after a certain length of time or a certain number of iterations of the road, the road should sort of narrow slightly, I think. And it's maybe it's me thinking too much, but narrowing would be cool. It's very good. Simple, effective, works. No score on there. There should be on the screen. There should be a high score somewhere. Oh, managed to avoid those grubs. I'll probably starve to death. There should be a starvometer maybe, so that if we crashed and don't eat enough bugs, we die. Anybody else have a favourite type-in that they did? I mean, I had a similar game like this that I really enjoyed. I thought it was really good. But did anybody have a type-in that they actually had saved? You know, they'd actually saved it to a tape so they could play it again because they liked it so much. Be interested to see what you think in the comments below. Bug Eyes. Now, this is probably not the Bug Eyes I'm thinking of. Bug Eyes I played on my channel not that long ago. You can find that video there. It's pretty good, actually, it's old Bug Eyes. Let's see what we're doing here. Oh, there we go. In Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. I'll get my clay out and we'll do a Richard Dreyfuss and build a small mountain in the front room and then go there to find peoples. Because it's a Close Encounter of the Third Kind. They don't make movies like that nowadays, you know. They really should. Quality of movies is questionable sometimes. There are some good ones and some bad ones, but mostly bad nowadays. I approach the cinema with the same sort of disdain that a disdain now that I have, which is, oh God, please make this be okay. And that's all I hope for now. You don't even the hype doesn't mean anything anymore. I see the trailers for a movie and I'm like, that means nothing. It could be utterly crap. So I watch trailer and I don't do it, or I avoid the trailer and I just go, oh please be good when I get to the pictures, or I watch it on the telly and I'm like, that's all I can hope for. That's all I hope for. It's so sad that we've got. I've now thinking. I've resorted to that level of sort of television watching that it's just please be good. Yeah, or please don't be bad. Mostly please don't be bad. I think we're probably all in that scenario nowadays. Oh look, you can draw some pictures. What are you drawing? You're drawing a mess. It's scribbling. I would like to call it a scribble. It's doing something though. It almost looks like. I mean, I don't think it's meant to be. I think it is. Is it? I think it's random. Yeah, it definitely is random, but it has seemed to have drawn something. It's copied it on the other side. Then it's to sort of a pattern one side and the other, symmetrical at least. Yeah, pretty graphics. It's like an alien, isn't it? Of some sort. It's one of those things that you look at and you see something you're not meant to see, like ICZX spectrums or something similar. What does this make you feel like? Like a spectrum's drawn it. Something like that. Something Freudian, probably. Anyway, let's see what's next. Bracing ourselves for the next thing. There's so much stuff on here. We're now up to patterns 2. If we get to patterns 8, I'm going to be very upset. Let's do patterns 2. Run it. It's thinking again. It's going to draw something awesome this time round. Awesome. There's going to be circles and everything. Maybe some squares. And it's thinking. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Strap in, people. It's a wild one, this. What the heck is that one this time round? I know that we knew what the last one was. There's another one of these things, some kind of childhood trauma being drawn by the computer. It's symmetrical again. I kind of understand these in the sense of the what's being drawn, because on my some of my sort of collections of things I wrote, many of them included sound, pictures in the sense of drawing randomly on the screen. Those are the kind of things that were there, and they were kind of cool. Firefox. Now, I watched this recently. It's a Clint Eastwood movie originally. I think it was a book as well. I'm pretty sure it was a book. Clint Eastwood in it. Longish movie. About the stealing of a plane called the Firefox. And he's sort of asked to do the job because he understands a bit of Russian. So he becomes he sort of infiltrates it while they've set up something, and he arrives and he steals this sort of supersonic jet that works by sort of brain power. It's kind of cool. Start? Yes. Firefox. Oh, what's the keys? It's scramble. It's scramble. I've died, but it's scramble. Would you like another game? No, I know what it is. It's scramble. No, the answer is no. Stop statement, no. Very nice. Let's go with new. Let's do load it, and we'll go on with the next one. But yeah, he steals a sort of a Russian fighter, and then has to think in Russian to fire the missiles. It's kind of a cool movie for back in the day. But of course, he's got trauma from I don't remember which it was, Vietnam War, I think it is. He's got trauma, PTSD. They almost all do, don't they? In Blue Thunder, the pilot of that. Oh, was it somebody Schneider? Wasn't it? I can't remember who it was. He was in Jaws later. He had PTSD as well. Pot Black. You're about to play Pot Black. Up, down, up and down. Got that. And H moves the balls. Yeah, okay. It's drawing the table. I'm moving it down, people. Look at it go. Massive. Right, okay. H. Oh. It's... We've not applied the black. Missed completely. Brilliant. Right, okay. So that... No. Even I can move on from that one. A bit of spectrum, sort of... you look at that, 45-degree angles. Bit of spectrum madness there, in the sense of no physics. But even when they did a physics, it's amazing the physics, by the way, the spectrum. It's amazing it even had physics. It's amazing they even programmed physics back in the day. It's quite an amazing feat of programming prowess to be able to do that. This has just been so much stuff. I've not even had a chance to stop and have a little chat to you. I missed you. I missed you all. Been a long week, but as I say, it's nice to sort of chat about these things. This program gives you a display of 64 shades and their codes. Okay. Ah. Okay, I get this. This is I get the kind of way that this is working. This is kind of clever. So they're effectively the codes that appear on the screen. So if I type 30 here, press enter, it'll do the whole screen in that colour. I'm not sure what colour that is, other than magenta and black, obviously, but I'm not sure what colour it's trying to show us. Yeah. Graphics A. Press enter to continue. So it's trying to show how we could possibly make oranges and other colours. So, for instance, 62 is sort of brown, isn't it? If you ask me, it's browny orange. So they're just trying to prove that there's a way to make additional colours on the spectrum by mixing things together. I kind of like the idea of being able to do that. So, I mean, if we want to make the screen brown, we can do that like that, sort of browny yellow. Yeah, clever. Okay, let's move on. I can kind of get that one. I like the way they keep making it click, 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 click. Well, the keyboard, that is, when you're typing on it. Macman. Nothing to do with Apple, I'm sure. It could be. You never know. There's just so many things I wasn't expecting this to be. I thought we'd at least have, apart from Gulpman, I thought we'd have a few more games that were sort of uncommon. I wonder how many things on here were actually sold commercially. I feel there's more games being sold here commercially than possibly not. Let's have a little look. This is... Oh, right, it's Pac-Man. It's Macman Pac-Man. Yay, Pac-Man. It works fine. Cursor keys. It's a bit slow. The inputs are bad. When you push the button, you have to really hold it down so it knows what's going on. And you don't know what that you... Oh, right, I've eaten the Pac pill, but I'm not there, not killing. What an iconic game Pac-Man is. I'm assuming I can die. I'll die now if I hit them. Yep. You get the pill, but you don't die. Yeah, and it just ends like that. It's fair enough. Let's see what else is on here. There's so much stuff. Everything just takes a few seconds to play, so we're straight into it straight away. Macman. Silly Boff. Okay. Who's the silly Boff? Clearly me. Run. Player one's name. Snake. What's player two's name? Snake? I think I broke it already. I broke it, peoples. I broke it. Whatever Snake is, I broke it. I broke that one. That one didn't work at all. No idea. It was silly boffin, maybe. That's maybe what it is. Possibly. Don't know. What we got next? We have... Program. Of course. You've had everything else. Why not program? It sounds perfectly reasonable. Program. Input width. 15. Height. 15. N. 2. E. 3. We are drawing a graph. Lovely. Not sure what it's graphing, but we are graphing something. There are some serious calculations going on because it's going very slowly. I may have just programmed a black hole here. Either that or it's all weird science. Just remember to hook up the doll. That's the only thing you got to do when it's weird science. Yeah, alright, that was something. Whatever it was. Let's see how we're doing. Oh my god, we've got so much 14 to go. So much more. I'm glad you are all here for this, because this is really going to take some time. I'm taking ages. Ages. Brickhead. This is like somebody's lifetime of work. I wonder how long they took to write all of these things. Do you think this was like a weekend at a time? If it was, I can imagine there was a lot of programming going on here. It's just a weekend at a time. Right, I'm gonna. Stop. Let's run this one. What's Brickhead got? Do you want instructions? Yes. Breakout. Hello. You have to break the wall using 5 and 8. 5 and 8. Yes. Press any key. Let's breakout. I was wondering when we get to a breakout. Oh, it's quite. Oh, hello. Goes through the wall. That's very confusing. It shoots through the wall. No! Oh my goodness, it goes through the wall. Yeah, going through the wall doesn't help. Do I want instructions? No. Wow. Breakout, of course, was developed by the two lads who made Apple eventually. They did it as a sub-product, or subcontracting project while they were working on the Apple that we know today. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Look at that one up. It's well worth looking up. The Breakout was one of theirs. Ghosties. Ghosties and ghoulies. Ghost left. What am I meant to do here? You fool, you went into antimatter. Who knew that I was antimatter? It didn't look like antimatter to me. Do I have to chase down the ghost? You got this. You this time. Right, okay. So what am I meant to be doing? So how am I meant to be escaping? Am I meant to just get to the top level or something like that? Is that the plan? No, I've no idea what I'm meant to do. Can I shoot? I can't shoot, so you just run round being chased by a ghosty. Do I have to chase him into antimatter or something like that? Oh, you kill him with the antimatter, right? So basically I have to encourage them to go towards the antimatter. That's one. Yeah, so you basically make them run into the antimatter. Look. 2, 3 ghosts now. Ah, makes sense now. The antimatter kills me, but they're antimatter. Ah, it's all clever physics stuffs. Oh no, I messed that up. I should have moved it out of the way. There we go. Like this. And just hide behind there. There you go. And now 4 ghosts, and it goes even slower. Yeah, the whole game has now come to a complete crushing halt. I think some of these ghosts are going to kill themselves on the way in. There's one. There's 2. This one's going to probably kill itself on the way in. Look, they're aiming. And they killed themselves. I barely moved there. I just moved behind that. Now you've got 5 ghosts. Oh, and the game is just totally frozen. Look at them all. They're queuing up to get to die. All of these guys are going to just die, watch. And I got killed this time. Well, there you go. It's alright, actually. It's alright, that one. Quite liked it. The ghosties. It's quite cool. It's quite cool. It's excellent. Excellently cool. That. This sounds exciting. Get a bit of value-added tax on it. Back in the day when that was 12%. Or maybe even lower. I don't know what VAT was back in the day, actually, to be honest with you. Bimbo. Oh, right, Bimbo. Bimbo seems to be back. Item 1. A ZX Spectrum. Item. I did that. Cost. Oh, it's $129.99. VAT. I don't know what it was. Was it 10%? 12%? 10%. We'll do 10%. That is the price. And then you can put in other items. I don't know why I wouldn't take Specky before. Specky. There we go. Cost. £100. VAT is 20% now. There you go. It's cool, isn't it? Do I want to print it out? No, I don't. Nope. 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 Stop statement. New. Load it. That's an old-fashioned VAT calculator there. Do they still do VAT calculators? Years ago, they used to have a button on for VAT, didn't they? They were kind of pre-programmed with what VAT was. Bills. This is always a bit worrying when somebody's bills. This could be their personal bills, so we'll have a look. Designed to calculate quarterly gas and electricity bills. Very exciting. Gas. G. Yep, none of these buttons work. G, E. Nope, neither of those work. Right, okay, let's continue on. I'm not excited about the gas and electric bills. However, it's proved recently, price of fuel has come down significantly, which is a bit handy, isn't it? Still remember when it was under £1 a litre. In fact, I remember it when it was about 70p a litre, to be honest with you. It was pretty good, that. Like that. Sackman. They also go along with Macman. This time he uses his sack. I'll let you make your own jokes. Still getting over my stupid cold, by the way. It's taken nearly 2 weeks. It's taken quite a while to get over it. But we're almost there. I'm not sure what we're doing here. Oh. Oh. Hello. I'm collecting points. He's collecting points. I'm collecting holes. He's collecting holes. He's trying to come after me, though. Look, he's got his big stick. He's coming after me. He's going to wallop me with his stick. It's like a Pac-Man, but with a guy who's chasing you and putting you in his sack. It's like the worst serial killer ever. Sackman, not your worst nightmare. Showing at cinemas now. The Sackman. He's a sick man. Yeah, it seems a bit weird. I'm like E.T. as well. I look a little like E.T., but if E.T. had normal size arms and legs. Well, it was on his legs, weren't they? They were a bit weird. It's just very leathery. Sackman is right on me. I can't get rid of Sackman. He's right behind me. Now, you can't overtake Sackman. He's a killer. No Sack. No, I'm not having Sackman action. It's not gonna happen. E.T. A movie I never got behind in any way, shape or form. I really did not. I don't know why everybody liked E.T. All I remember is him dying and then getting on and riding a BMX, or riding in the basket of a BMX. It's about the size of it. I really wasn't that impressed, to be honest with you. I think things like this are lost on me sometimes. Press the R key. Oh. All the keys. Gold digger. Oh, I guess I've got to get the gold from the bottom there. Oh, yeah, and he just tracks you straight away. Look at this. There's no convincing him to go a different direction, is there? Yeah, I'm dead now. First time I go up a ladder, he's got me. Yep. The plan is flawless, except for the fact that the bad guy at the top is absolutely all over you. Yeah, he is an absolute beast. Let's see if I can get up here and get some gold. Did I get gold? No idea, people. No idea. Looked like I did, but I probably didn't. Kind of cool, though. Kind of cool, that one. I like that one. Let's see what else we got. It's so going this week. It's so going. Such a long one. There's so much basic programming out there. There's still people doing it today. There's a group, I can't remember what they're called, but they do basic programming for the Spectrum, and they still do it to this day. It's cool, kind of cool. Obviously, their techniques have improved vastly over the years. I think I've got to grab this, and I'm shot in the head. I was a bit harsh. Another go? Yes. Nonsense in the basic. That's not good. Right, okay. What am I going to do? Go, 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 go. I picked it up. Got to get the old splats. Yes, I've collected splatters. I'm not sure why I'm collecting boulders falling from the sky, but sometimes one has to. Plus, he looks like a cowboy with a fantastic beard. Maybe a goatee going on. And I've been shot in the head again. It's a bit harsh. If I say I want another go, it just says nonsense and basic and doesn't do it. Let's see what's next. He was collecting apples or something like that. Vomit from the windows of the saloon. And this one's got a shuttle in it, I'm guessing. Of some sort. I'm not entirely sure what type of shuttle, but there's a shuttle in it. I can't believe how big this is and how much stuff is on here. You've got to brace yourself for things like this. These are ones that just sap the hours and hours and hours. Let's have a little look. Do you want instructions? Yes, I do. I want to know how to fly a space shuttle. Beware of radiation. NASA. 5 and 8 to move. That is cool. We could do 5 and 8. Oh, right. Okay. What am I going to do? Launch the moon? Oh, goodness. Shuttle crashed. Yeah, I'd like another go. Not sure what I'm going to do. I think enter makes me launch. I have to get that and then land. Ah. I've got it. So it's like a weird variation on Lunar Patrol or Lunar Rescue, where we're kind of collecting planets or... Oh... And then we're landing again. Congratulations. Please await next tour of duty. There we go. That's cool. I actually kind of like that. Pretty simple. It works. The animation is lovely. The fire on the bottom of the rocket when it launches is kind of works. I mean, I know it's just attached there, but the speed's good. And you just land on the NASA to finish. Yeah, I kind of like that. There's a nice repetitive nature to this one that kind of grabs you nicely. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like it. Not sure about the radiation. I don't know where that comes into it. It's very sort of repetitive, but simple to play. There you go. I kind of like that one. That one kind of grabbed me. That one there. Nice simplicity to it. Let's go on. See what else is on here. There's been so much so far. The other side has some stuff on as well, so we'll have a little look at it. Noughts and crosses. You can't beat noughts and crosses. It's a simple game. This is how you teach the Wargames computer Wampa how not to launch global nuclear thermal war. Go global nuclear thermal war? Something like that. Anyway, you know what I mean. It's when you got Matthew Broderick as a very cool hacker, war dialing every single phone in the area to find a modem to connect to. X's will go first. Enter the name for player for X's. And the player for O's is Fred. No. Wampa. Was it Wampa? Something like that, anyway. Can't remember what it stood for. Right, so we've got to press the letter. Nah, I'm going to go E. Oh, it's a mathematical one. Which question do you want? I want F because I can't. Oh, it's a math one. So we do type of 80, and we get our that I kind of like. I kind of like that. Let's do question. Oh God, if I do E, I've got to do some math in my head here. 60, 130, 146. So, yeah, do a bit of math here. See, daily math, very useful. I want question C. And that is 88. A little bit of daily math, as I said. Daily math is the one. So we need to do I to block me now. And that'll be 142. And then I need to do A, because I want to block him as the other ones, and that'll be 43. Now he needs to do B to stop me. And that's minus 18, that's minus 60, 61. And then I need to do the one below, which is H, which is 48, which is 8, I think. Yep. Oh, look at that. No, look at D, though. I'm not going to get D. I can't be bothered to do math multiplication. So what happens if we get it wrong? Let's do the multiplication and get it wrong. Let's do. What happens when it's wrong? Does the other person get it? No, you just keep going until you do get it. That's the end of my math. I'm done. But I like the idea of having to do mathematics to be able to actually continue on with that. That is a cool way of doing maths. It's like there were some Mirrorsoft games, and although it was made by the Mirror, I'm not a big fan of the Mirror, but Mirrorsoft did some good games back in the day. Thinking math was quite nice. We had to build robots using mathematics. It was kind of cool. I liked it for that reason. It was kind of a cool thing to do. Blob. It's the Blob. It's very much was it 60s or 70s sci-fi movie. This game is called Blob Hop. The object is to get the. It sounds like something from Mr. Bean there. Blob Hop. You know, doesn't it sort of kind of feel that way? A little bit, anyway. The object is to get the blobs and the knobs to the final. What the hell? To the final position. This is done by entering the letter under the object to be moved and where it's to be moved to. Right, this makes no sense until we see it. Let me say, level 1. Yes. Blob hop. Final position. Please make your move. I wish to press. I will do A to B. I don't know. A, B, C, D, F, E, S. I don't. Okay, that makes no sense at all, people. We're moving on from Blob Hop. We're going to get the Hob and the Blob. It's so weird. Well, that was a weird one. But I kind of liked the math games and the sort of English games back in the day. They were quite good. There was. Oh, hello. That's the first one that's not loaded for a while. And unfortunately, we'll not know what it is. Oh, drums. We do know what it is. I'm not finding this on PlayZX, that's damn sure. Drums. Run. Tempo. 3. Bass drum length. 2. Snare length. 2. What's this? 1. Rhythm. 1. Stop statement. No idea, people. That was a very short program. I don't even see an output for the sound. Do you? I don't see any outputs for the sound. Right, okay. Let's go on. That one loaded super quick and with nothing in it. Nothing on it. Nothing. Nothing at all. Let's see what's next. Spec Sound 2. So Specky Sounds 2. We'll see what happens. This will just be pushing buttons on it. Did anybody ever create that basic program where you push the keys on it and it did beeps, basically? You couldn't actually make it play anything because you couldn't do the length of time that was involved in it, but you made it beep, basically. Nothing more exciting than that. Well, certainly I wasn't capable of making it do anything beyond that. More commercial, this one, by the sound of things. Starting point, pitch, highest, lowest. P to hear the sound. What am I doing? Up and down? I can't hear the sound. I don't hear any sounds. Anybody else hear some sounds? There it is. We made a sound. Not a sound now. That's me. I'm now a synth wave generator. As you can hear with the sound I'm making. That's utterly rubbish from my point of view. Utterly rubbish from me, anyway. Probably cool from somebody else's point of view. Back in the day, of course, you had things on the Commodore Amiga, of course, of the sort of those pro mod things that people used to do with music. It was kind of cool. Timegate. This cannot be the Timegate I'm thinking of. There's no way it is. Let's give it a go and see. There's a very big Timegate. We'll do a quick rewind and we'll see. There's been so much on here, though. If it doesn't work, it's just tough. I think we're getting close to the end of the tape as well. We'll give it another load and see what happens. I'm amazed at how much of this is actually loaded, but to be fair, they're minuscule little programs, so because they're so small, they've actually just appeared, and we've got them loaded to memory. I've run out of coffee an hour ago. This is a bad sign, you know. Running on reserve energies of caffeination at this point. Just don't touch the tape. Don't touch the tape. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Nobody move. Don't breathe. This is like when we're trying to load the old strange loop on the Specky. Yep, that is not happening. Right, it's too new. There's another load straight after it there, so it hasn't loaded that one. Let's see what happens here. Whistle. Okay, so that one kind of, I don't know whether it overlapped there, but it certainly didn't do anything. No variables. Let's list this. What the hell's that? Right, that makes no sense to me. Anybody see that making any sense? Let's continue on, see what else there is. I think we're getting. I think we're getting near the end here of this side. Anyway, there's a few more on the other side, so we'll see if we can do a little bit on the other side. Don't think there's a lot on the other side. I did rewind it a fair amount, and discovered very little. Let's do the run. Another stop statement. There's a lot of function things going on here. A lot of randomizes. Test program. Not sure what this is doing. sure somebody who's more knowledgeable about the spectrum's ins and outs will know what was going on there. Here we go again. Biorhythm. Well, biorhythm is the program from. There we go. Oh, enter day of birth. I'm gonna. There we go. We'll have some random numbers in here. Can't do that. That's totally random. 3. Let's be a whippersnapper because this is beyond the specky. Ha! End of month now. 5. Yeah. 2026. That'll confuse it. I'm not sure what a biorhythm thing does. What is that? That's obviously the graph for the whole thing. Okay. These are the days of astrology and other things. Mental and emotional, whatever it is. That's my physical abilities. I'm on a peak now. I'm going upwards. Mental health is on a low, though. Can't be the same. Emotionally, I'm also on a high. I'm on a very high. Another go? No. Let's load the next one. I'm on an emotional high. It's because probably at the end of the tape. I'm feeling it. Phil. Phil what? No, don't make your own jokes. I know. Behave. Behave. This isn't a family-friendly channel at all. Don't be family-friendly. Okay, north, south, east, and west. Right, okay. What the heck? That makes... Yeah, alright, thanks. Love it. They're getting more and more experimental now, aren't they? They certainly are. We've now drifted into total sort of weirdness. No longer are we on the path to I think we may have hit the end. Oh, silence. Hang on. Oh, we're at the end. Okay, flipping the tape over. Let's see what else is on here. We're here. We'll do it now. I know for a fact there isn't as much on this side as there is on the other, because I did do a lot of fast forwarding and rewinding, so there's not as much on this side. So I've flipped the tape over now. Let's see what we've got here. I did promise you a long one, and you got a big one. It's huge. It's massive. Here we go. I'm not feeling this. Nope, not feeling that one. Let's see what else we got. Fast forwarding it a bit now. Is that it? It's pretty silent. Right, just trying a little bit more. That's it, I think. That's it. We've had one of them weird episodes where it's just purely basic programs written by somebody else, possibly ones that they've saved from other people's, and we've had a good time. Well, hopefully you've had a good time. It's been a different one. It's though these happen sometimes. We have these different ones. If you want to have a little look, though, there's plenty of other What's on the Tapes on the channel. You can have a little look through them. Maybe find that one with the Knight Rider in, which was a couple of weeks ago, or last week maybe even, where we saw the terrible Knight Rider. But if you feel that the need to have a little look at those, have a little look and see what you think. Anyway, I've been your host, RealGenericDemon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. Have a look around. Stick around. There'll be another episode next week. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.